Trevor Lawrence vs. Justin Fields has been one of the most exciting rivalries in the football world. These two quarterbacks have always been pitted against each other, and always will be. It was Lawrence against Fields back in 2018, when scouts couldn't agree who the best high school recruit was in the country. The college portion of the rivalry was lopsided for a while. Lawrence won the national title as a true freshman, while Fields languished on the bench at Georgia. But it still ended up being Lawrence against Field in the second largest stage in college football. And just yesterday, this collegiate rivalry hit its incredible crescendo with Fields and Ohio State taking revenge on a grand scale. Fields put on a mythical performance, throwing for 6 TDs and 385 yards. It was a clinical game where he had as many touchdowns as incompletions. But even with that incredible performance, Lawrence is still the clear-cut better prospect, for reasons I can delve into in another video. As for what happens at the next level, only time will tell. This is the league where a 6th-round pick became the greatest of all time. But what the performance did do was emphatically answer the major questions surrounding Fields' game. Questions that made it a genuine debate about who the second best prospect in the draft was. And that's exactly what we will be discussing today. If you end up liking this video and you want to see more football content from me, consider liking the video and commenting your thoughts below. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Fields has all the natural tools to excel at the next level. While he's still raw in a number of NFL skill sets, he's nowhere near the project that someone like Trey Lance is. His most alluring trait is his accuracy. His passes possess his rhythm and show anticipation. There was a stretch of games where Fields simply could not miss a throw, having multiple near-perfect outings. Although it was against weak competition, which we will touch on later. He has a quick release and is a gunslinger with phenomenal arm strength. This paired with his ball placement makes for an exceptional deep ball. What makes Fields an elite QB prospect though is his mobility. He is able to evade pressure and get the ball out quickly, very reminiscent of a Deshaun Watson or Prescott in terms of shiftiness, quick feet, and elusiveness. He has shown to juke and dodge defenders in tight areas and then accelerate into space. And while this got him into trouble last night, it makes him a real dual threat. A QB who can keep defenders second guessing and fits the mold of the modern NFL quarterback. The reason there was a legitimate discussion between him and Zach Wilson is due to the fact that a lot of his raw skills and blemishes that were hidden under the sheer talent of his team tended to be brought out in ugly fashion against better competition. Unlike Wilson, Field played within an offensive structure that didn't run NFL passing concepts. The Buckeyes play a simplistic offense, where Fields reads the first option, and if the pass isn't there, he takes off on the run. Because of this, Fields has often locked onto his first read and missed open receivers downfield, because he isn't asked to go through his progressions. And on the rare occasions he does go through progressions, he tends to be sluggish. He simply won't have as much time in the pocket in the NFL compared to what he has at Ohio State. This has bit him hard in big games over his career, especially in the Big Ten championship game this season. Against Northwestern, he completed just 12 of his 27 passes for 114 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Though this game proved to be a very distant memory after he clinically picked apart one of the best defenses in the nation. Scouts of teams needing a QB will fall in love with his performance after he got speared into next week. Not only did he show toughness playing on painkillers, but he flashed the ability to dominate a game with advanced passing concepts. Clemson threw all sorts of coverages, packages, blitzes, the whole 9, to rattle him as best as they could. And time again he responded with extreme composure, taking exactly what the defense gave him on every play. There was a simple check down or a beautiful long bob to Olave. Without the ability to take off on the run, he was forced to go through his progressions if he wanted to succeed. The playbook was opened up and much more reminiscent of a pro-style offense. He went through his progressions well and often threw to a second or third read. Though it was only one game and he was helped tremendously by an Ezekiel Elliott clone and Trey Sermon, the potential is clearly there. Next up is Bama, who has pieced together a season that ranks among the most dominant in the history of the sport. And it will be another test of Fields' next level ability. In terms of the Fields-Wilson debate, playing in the biggest stage will continue to be a double-edged sword for him. He can either excel in front of millions against a dominant program or fail spectacularly. I still believe Wilson is more NFL ready at this point, but it's clear that any team should be excited to land him. And yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. Very quick and to the point video. Thank y'all so much for 1K subs. Man, that was my goal before the new year, and it happened on the morning of New Year's Eve, so I'm incredibly thankful for that. So yeah, comment below your thoughts. Let's get a good discussion going in the comments, and be on the lookout for a Falcons mock draft video similar to the ones we've been doing on this channel. And until next time, stay safe.